about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
Mike, I know we say this a lot, and I know sometimes we can be dramatic with our proclamations, but this really is an important year for Kyler Murray. The former #1 overall pick, he's had some ups and downs, dealt with some injuries. He needs to put it all together and have that breakout season. He needs to quiet all the doubters around the league about whether or not they need to continue to build this organization around him, because when he's played well, he's been amazing. It's just too inconsistent, and that's exactly what he's been working on, and I think his confidence going into this year puts him in a position to have more success.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks. Throw the right flat. It is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Now he'll run it.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
4-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
To return is Greg Dortch. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. A gain of 7. And the Cardinal 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, DeMercado. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
That's good.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught. It's Emari DeMarcado. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First catch there for Cup. And he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter from just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. Once again, it's Walker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll send the tight end in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now it's Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 30 yards.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Arizona.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Kirby Bryant. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 14-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Murray. He takes off. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide. And he does it here after picking up the 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd down. Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but
good blocking, and he's in. Amari Tiburon, touchdown Cardinals.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks 3.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 2nd down, Walker. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Akeem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. On the return, it's Gorch. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st down, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Murray. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 8. Now Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
That's another Cardinals first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. He'll take, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and good. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3.
Seahawks 3.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there in a no zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it can do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak, and he will have the Seahawks first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Fighting swing for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now we'll get a two-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out.
14.
Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cards offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now DeMarcado. And this will be a Cardinals first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cardinals first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They go play action for Murray. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jaron Reed. He gets through to drop him. And it's a loss of 4.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun, it's Murray. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, That's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
That's Harrison in motion. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. But deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw inside, home in by Cup. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
17.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for it. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throw there on the RPO is broken up. There's no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. Finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
The 1st down pass. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give up the middle, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Of scrimmage.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready, as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
13.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Complete. He's got caught. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll run right. Here's one. Not much happening there, just a short game.
On the start. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Donald. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Baron Browning getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
He'll locate tough. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Back left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st down, Cardinals.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Boye Muffet in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a handoff, running right. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his receiver, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? Calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Marvin Harrison Jr. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They need to get to the 22, but now face the third down. Now Murray. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's complete on the tight end screen.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to
really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Darnold to throw again. For the middle, it's Cup. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
They go with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Hunt brings it in left side. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. From the shotgun. Here's, oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. We're about ready now for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinals offense, and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a...
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here comes second down. Now it's Murray. Will set up the screen to DeMarcado. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here we go. One final play. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. This pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give to Walker, running right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 24-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Cardinals. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up in run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. This one intercepted. Picked off by Max Milton.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the ground, DeMercado. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
Here's a third and 10. Now Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Cardinals line up for a punt, and he's on for a big one here in overtime. Here's Horton. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was taken down by Boye Muffet. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. They get 24 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
First down throw for Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. McBride is the motion man. On 3rd down, they'll go with the counter to try to pick it up. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This one to win it in overtime.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.